What's up, everybody? It's Hesh from I'mJustADrummer.com, and today I've got a bit of a problem with my Donner set here. It's just a DED 200, nothing too fancy, but you know, the price was right. I had seen it in some other videos. I think it was actually one of Samus's videos that he had done on a Donner product. I had the money, so I picked it up. I didn't have an electronic kit. Obviously, don't have an acoustic one at the moment, so hey, why not? You know, I can do some fun little demo tracks, songs about turkeys and crap like that. So I got it, but yeah, I'm having some issues with the pads. It's got a few other issues as well. I already had to fix the snare pad this morning. It was a simple, quick, easy fix. I actually have a blog entry about that, but my floor tom here is doing the same thing. So let me show you how I fixed it, assuming I'm having the same issue with this one, and considering the construction, yeah, it's probably the same issue. So yeah, let's tear it apart and see what we get. Alright, get this thing on the bench. A little rubber ring around the outside here. It just peels right off. Don't really have to worry about that too much. Of course, the old key. I'm not going to use a drill or any kind of crazy tool on this. Doesn't really need it. I don't want to mess up the mesh heads on it anyways. I'm sure it can be replaced just fine with any old drum head, assuming you can get one in the size. I only say that due to the nature of the trigger in here. Definitely, I don't want to say cheap, but it's cheap. Inexpensively made, it's cheap. Alright, check this out. Let me get a little better position on the camera for you. Yeah, the head's dirty. Haven't cleaned it in a while. Pretty decent enough mesh head. It'll get the job done, you know. You can kind of see through it, which, you know, it's a mesh head. You should be able to. Alright, this, in fact, is not having the same problem that my last one did. This nice little foam ring here kind of covers up the guts, which, as you can see, there's really not a lot going on in here. This particular piece here, oh, whoa, 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 aha, let me get that right for you. There we go, that's a little better. This complete impact, you smack this and it triggers. It is not triggering at all. So I'm thinking it might be a wiring issue. Well, everything looks good. Real hard to say. It's seated properly. Nothing visibly obvious. Let's go ahead and give it a try manually, tapping it while we've got it plugged in. See what happens there. Okay, so this was definitely a case of this particular connection. This little tiny guy here, I mean, that's pretty much the only connection we got, right? It got loose. I pushed it back in place. I tested it with a drum that is working, you know, and it worked just fine when I, you know, did a little tappy-tapperoo here. So this particular one just had a little issue here. That's going to happen. You know, you need to take care of these things, you know, regularly. You're gonna have to tighten things up and make sure that all your connections are good, etc., etc. You don't want the hardware flopping around on you. So make sure to check everything. I do about once a month, but you'll still have issues like this. It's just a vibrational issue. Simple fix. Take it apart. Check it. I mean, that's it. I really don't see anything breaking. Although this right here is a definite weak point, as you'll see in the blog post with the snare drum. I think I'm actually just going to put this video on that post. So yeah, we'll see what I do with it. It's just a little bit of foam here that was actually ripped, and this portion of the pad was down in here floating around. So I had to get out some heavy equipment here and fix it. Double-sided tape. I just took the broken piece and re-adhered it with some double-sided tape, and it works just fine. For now. Those are evil words, for now. Oh God, that just means I'll never get to it again. I know that happens. I do it. Lots of other people do it. But for now, this will get me done. I am going to hot glue it. I do have a hot glue gun on a shelf underneath this here bench. But I'm not quite sure if that's the route I want to go, or if I'm just going to replace the trigger or the entire kit. I am in the market for something a little bit better. I've got some other grapes. With Donner here, their modules aren't exactly, well, the one I have anyways isn't exactly good. So, yeah, this thing, not really broken. So good. I mean, yeah, that's about that. So I'm really glad that the floor tom wasn't broken in the same way that the snare drum was. I literally just put some pressure on it, you saw. Connected it to the snare cable and tested it, worked just fine. Great, man, very happy about that. The snare fix, I should have recorded that. I'm not too happy about that, but I mean, it's the snare drum. You beat the crap out of this thing. So they either could have made it a little bit more robust, which I didn't think they did. These pads are all, they're all the same. It would probably fare a lot better, but for a budget kit that, in my opinion, is meant for kids to kind of like learn on, you know, some rudiments, you know, work on their internal metronome, which this does have a metronome. I'm sure you've seen a ton of other videos if you're even watching this about this particular product. You know, it's good for that, you know, kind of have fun, get a couple friends over and, you know, have a fun little jam. But, you know, nothing serious. I couldn't see anybody buying this for serious work anyways. Thanks for checking this out. Yeah, I've got plenty more content coming up, not just video games. Definitely some more about some different products that I've used and products that I'm looking to get. I'm going to be asking questions actually in video format, and I want you to answer me in the comments or via email or however you want, because I'm looking for people with experience with gear. Yeah, let me know, because I'll be letting you know.